to say son of a bitch, the same as you who hates most Nintendo shit. I'm the one who calls games for what they are. I even own the 360 and hate Gears of War. Guy who spends his money on games, fucking cars. Just a funny guy who became a YouTube star.
I've played Guilty Gear before. As a fighting game, it is a pretty fun game, and it has a unique design. They kind of look like rock stars, half of them, and all in all, they're fun games. But when this game came along, I was like, oh cool, it's kind of like a hack and slash game. It actually reminded me a bit of Dynasty Warriors mixed with controlling stuff, so a bit like an RTS. It's like, awesome, let's try this out. I pick it up, almost full price. I'm like, it's gotta be good. What have I done? The story mode in this game is a little out of whack. This is why I get confused and call it Guilty Gear Overdose instead of Overture or whatever. Okay, basically what's happening here is some king or something is getting attacked by something. I'm not understanding what the fuck's happening or how he's getting attacked or why. And then basically me as this old looking guy with the spiky hair, you know, looks like a Super Saiyan. Anyway, we have to go and rescue him with this really annoying sidekick that tries to speak street lingo, and we're like, alright, let's go rescue him. That's basically the story. As you go through this story, you meet a bunch of weird people and annoying people to help you on your adventure, and all in all, the story's just weird, out of whack, and by the third chapter, you really don't give a shit, and you're clicking that start button and skipping the scenes. So the story is pretty damn weak. I'm not one to say that graphics are a big thing, but the graphics could have been better in this game. Not that they're terrible. They're not terrible, I have to say. The effects look pretty good, and the actual design looks good, because I actually like the design for these games. But the actual raw power of these graphics can do some work, and the animations can do a little bit more flexibility and so on. But all in all, the graphics are the least problem in this game. They're not too bad, but a little more power would have been nice. The gameplay is really a mixed bag here. It had a unique idea, even a fun idea, and it's not bad in the beginning, I'll say that. The combat is pretty basic, though it has enough combos to keep you entertained for the first, I don't know, 2 levels. And it's basically a hack and slash game. You slash, kill the enemy. Blocking's in there, you have, you know, your special attacks. You got all the basics in, you know, in a hack and slash. You know what I'm talking about. Basically, what you're supposed to do on most levels is conquer different pieces of the land. Basically, when you do this, conquer a base. And when you conquer a base, then it's your base, and you have little minions that keep that base safe and also attack the other base to conquer that one. In order to do this, you slash the base until it turns your color. It's pretty basic. And you use soldiers and so on to help you conquer the bases. What I like is the RTS factor, where you basically create troops to help you conquer these lands. You can have a massive amount of troops versus other troops. I mean, there can be over 50 things on the screen at once. And that, it's pretty good. And the combat isn't terrible. Either are creating the troops. They're pretty easy to learn, pretty easy to use. So the gameplay isn't terrible. I'm just saying that after the first 2-3 levels, it really gets boring. Also, it always feels like no matter how many troops you make, the enemy always somehow gets more troops than you out there and faster than you, and always takes one of your bases when you're starting to win the map. I don't know why. You can send billions of troops all over the map, and somehow they take one base over every time. But all in all, it's not a bad gameplay. It just gets very stale very fast. Again, this is my opinion. If you don't share it, the gameplay might keep you entertained for a while. And why? Because we're going to go to the enjoyability section, which is the length. This game has quite a few options. You have the story mode, which is pretty short. It's only about 12 levels. But you also have free mission mode, which basically you get to do certain criteria to beat each part, like beat these enemies in a certain time limit, or so on. It's pretty simple and easy to do. Most of them, some of them are just outright ridiculously effing hard, and they shouldn't be, but they are. It adds, though, length. You also got what I would like to call online mode. Yes, online mode could be good, except nobody's playing this game. I did one online match in the 7 times I tried to get online. Nobody is playing this game. nobody. I mean, like one person every once in a blue moon. So you really can't get achievements unless both you and your friend get this. But you can get achievements in the free mission mode, which is cool, and the story mode, which is cool. So if you're an achievement little whore, which is fine, I am too somewhat, but not enough to replay this game more than once, you can get all the achievements which will add your length. So all in all, it has plenty of options to do besides just the story mode. And the achievements are there. But all in all, I didn't have that much fun with this game. It gets very boring very quickly. Faster than any Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Orochi Warriors, or any other fucking Warriors that they're going to make in the near future. And that's just my opinion. May not be yours. So, all in all, it's not a terrible game. It's not broken in any way, really, except for the cheap AI once in a while. But it just gets boring. And it's simple as that. So, if you like what you see, pick it up. But for me, it's just an okay game.